Yeah, it's a major issue today in Kogi State. There is no doubt about that. There is a very strong agitation for a power shift. And the reason for power shift is non-performance. Nobody bothers who is in power if you are performing. If you satisfy the people, you give them social infrastructure, you pay them their salaries, and then their economic development, nobody will bother. Now, when they even responded that, okay, at local government, they got 30%, they got 40%, who controls the jack? We have two accounts, the FAC, then the jack. The FAC is purely for the state government. The jack is supposed to be for the local government. But who actually controls it? It's controlled by the governor. So why is it that the local government is not getting? It's not that, it's to, as it is, from federation account, the fund going to the jack has been reduced. Why is it that they're not paying them? Because at the center in Lokoja, you have taken a lot of this funds. So agitation is on for power shift from the east, where we have been having the rulers who have not just gone to simply govern, and they have no development. And people are now saying, we have people who can develop this place to the satisfaction of the people. So it's a major issue today. Both the central and the west are asking for it. Even people in the east have toured the entire place, have gone to the whole of the east, and people even at the east say, our people have disappointed us. We are now ready to go for you. That is even people in the eastern senatorial district.
Mr. Gumala, you've heard what he said. The people said, even the Kogi East Senatorial District, they are disappointed. And some of the contributions here on Twitter, it's a bit not on your side. Like Salmatu Ibrahim is saying that my heart bleeds as I listen to the essay to the governor deny the sorry state of Kogi State. Kogi is in a deplorable state.
Thank you, Yomi. You see, the issue of power shift. I am from Central Senatorial District. It is my wish that one day I should be governor of the state. There's no doubt about that. But what we are saying is that let us sit down and talk about this. Must we begin to kill ourselves because of power shift? The eastern flank has 9 local governments. Central, where I come from, we have 5 local governments. The western axis have 7 local governments. Let us sit down. Don't make this thing a haphazard kind of arrangement. When election is coming, you call, you want power shift to, as soon as elections are over, you go to sleep and you forget about that. Let us sit down. We are reasonable human beings. Let us agree. Okay, if East finishes their term, let us go to Central, or let us agree. Let there be a template. Let us constitutionalize it. We should not fight over it. We are God that has brought us together did not bring us together to come and begin to kill ourselves because of power. I agree totally. People are agitating for power shift. Yes, let us sit down. Let us talk. Let us agree so that we know that if it's leaving the eastern flank, it's going to the west or central. That is what everybody is saying. Must we kill ourselves over that? The young man there now has spent 4 years. He has not even told us that he wants to come and spend another 4 years anyway. But like I told you, it is a PDP state. Whoever will be there come November 21 will be a PDP person. I wish them the best of luck in their campaigns. Honestly speaking, you see, you know propaganda. Some people are very good. They can send text messages. But you have reporters of ground in Lokoja now. Find out today if tractors are not working in Lokoja. Find out, please. Find out if the governor has not built hostels for Kogi State University students. Find out if he has not done so for Kogi State Polytechnic. About 24 other states passes through Lokoja. He's building a mega motor park now because we want to attract people. We want to begin to look for ways to look for more funds for the government. A mega park is ongoing at the Felele axis of Lokoja.
If you say he's doing all of this, is it the same thing for the people in Atakma, in Gande, and all of those areas
it's because he mentioned Lokoja.
Riverine.
Fortunately, I will leave this with you. In fact, I will give him a set of this. Let him go through it. Pictures don't tell lies. No. See, if you want to hang a dog...
Sorry to cut you in. Is it the government that produced this material?
No, it's not a government.
No, even if it is government that produces it, pictures don't lie.
No.
The pictures that are here
are now. What I'm saying,
these are not names are attached to them. Sir, you are from a community in Kogi State. When we say this has taken place in your community, if you see any project, it has a name.
Why I'm asking the question is, when you started, you said the governor does not believe in publicity.
Yeah.
So who is printing this? Because this is
of course,
materials.
the governor has so many challenges of the office that coming to print a magazine. It is not the duty of the government.
So this is not a government production.
This is not, I'm saying it's not a government production. Let me correct an impression. You know, Mr. Habib, you ask him about partnership. He now begin to talk about payment of allocation or payment to local government staff. Now, and he said that so much is being taken from Jack. Good enough. I have participated from a joint account that is being managed by the state government. I have participated in 2 since my appointment. And I have not seen where a deduction had been made that is going to the state government. Rather, we have deduction going for primary school teachers. We have deduction going for payment of pension to retired workers of local government.
So how is it that the government is here to pay the Teaching Service Commission, the Health Management Board, and some other ministries?
Well, how many ministries and parastatals do you have?
I mentioned 3 here. Say
from the so
Teaching
many
Service Commission,
from
that's the Health Management
yes.
Board. So how is it that they've not been paid?
Just like I've told you, we have so many ministries, we have so many parastatals. If they have not been paid, it does not mean they cannot be paid tomorrow. It does not mean that somebody is not doing something.
So he's right when he said salaries are not paid.
We agree that
salaries are not paid.
You're saying is a few ministries.
Why are you missing up the whole thing? Why are you saying salaries are not being paid? If you say
we agree
salaries
that
are not being
for
paid,
July.
If you say salaries are not being paid, I want to believe that you are saying April salary has not been paid, which has been paid. May salary has not been paid, which has been paid. June salary has not been paid, which has been paid. And then, of course, we are left with 3 parastatals, maybe trying to work out 1 or 2
Okay,
things.
Mr. Habib,
it is not that salaries are not
used to be a
being
banker.
Yes,
I used to be a banker.
I used to be a banker.
Okay. He mentioned that the revenue that comes to Kogi is between 3.3 billion.
The average about 3.3 billion.
The average about 3.3 billion.
Okay.
It's
Then
probably
he talks about the salaries,
3.1
about
billion.
3.1 billion.
Yeah.
How do you expect the state government to be able to build all this infrastructure as quickly as you expect them to be built
Thank you.
if that's what they are getting? And IGR is minimal.
Yeah.
We're coming to the issue of IGR.
Yeah. If you want to go into government, you want to run a place, before you get there, you have to assess what is the potentials of that state, not necessarily what comes from federation account. Why should a state sit down, a government, sit down and say, I am going to live only by what comes from federation account? What is your use of being in power? When you get there, it is your first thing to put in place a platform to ensure that you increase your IGR. What platform do you have today in Kogi State for increasing the IGR? And then how can you even increase your IGR when you do not put in place any development? It is when you have development and maybe you industrialize the place, if it's agriculture you develop it, a lot of IGR, a lot of resources will then come in through those places. Final question, how do I think you can attain those development without, with the minimal income coming from the federation account? Development should not wait for federation account. Yeah, you should partner with people who are willing to develop. There are so many investors all over the world who are willing. Even today, I have gone all over to talk to investors. They will be very, very happy. There are a lot of people who have resources over there, and they are looking for places to invest their resources. And they will come to bring economic development to that place. You don't have to wait for 3 billion that is coming from federation account. What did they do from the bond that they said they raised? What did they use that money for? Will you go to the market and raise bonds?
How much was the bond?
They will tell us.
20 billion.
20 billion. How do you go to the market? You raise 20 billion just to go and pay salary. What has it been used for? So those are resources that you should put into economic development, into serious social development for the benefit of the people. You should not wait for what comes in only to the fact.
Okay, you're a governorship aspirant for your party. What exactly in terms of investment are you thinking of bringing into the state? Yeah. Just so internally generated revenue, increases, and then if you become the governor, you're able to do things differently.
My plan is to use our natural endowment that we have. I've gone all over the entire state and I've seen what we now have.